past several months, the prosecution team, myself, and Dave Joyce, we've worked with the victims and the families that have been engaged with our office and walked through this process with them. And all of them are in 100% support of the plea agreement that we reached today. Today's result is the same that would have occurred had we had a jury trial. The defendant pled guilty to all 6 counts in the indictment and all 6 firearm specifications. And that is the same result that we would have expected had we had a jury trial. So today's plea accomplishes what we wanted to accomplish at the outset, which was to see that justice was done. It puts this matter in the hands of the judge, and it will be up to the judge to fashion a sentence that is just and appropriate given the tragic circumstances in this case. At this point in time, I take some questions.
James, what is fair and just sentencing? As you mentioned in court, you'll be seeking fair and just sentencing. To the prosecutor's office, to the people of Chardon, what is that?
I think to the community, the families, the victims, what they've told us and what we believe is that this defendant never leaving a prison cell would be the most fair and just result that we could have in this case. We are going to recommend to the judge that he fashion a sentence that is fair and just under the circumstances, and I think the circumstances speak for themselves. The defendant was never eligible for the death penalty because he committed the offenses while he was a juvenile. So by dropping the death specification, really we didn't see that as giving up anything. Actually, it just complicated matters because then a 3-judge panel would have had to take the plea, and there would have been more procedurally would have been more complicated. So if we had proceeded to trial, we would have proceeded to trial on the 6 counts of the indictment along with the 6 firearm specifications.
Was there anything in the voluminous evidence that was referred to a couple months ago that would have indicated TJ could not have pled not guilty by reason of insanity because the experts weren't finding that?
Until we will comment on specific issues with the case, but we'll do that after sentencing.
James, what was contained in the competency report in general? What was the bottom line?
The bottom line of the competency report is that we're dealing with a defendant who is of above average intelligence, who understands the proceedings, was able to assist his lawyers, and simply was competent to see in trial. There were no issues there.
What about the hallucinations and the schizophrenic diagnosis by Phil Resnick in juvenile court?
It is our position that those never occurred.
And there was no motive at any point. Were you talking about that after sentencing, or whether you believe that's true or not?
We'll answer questions about that after sentencing, but nothing in the competency report referred to motive.
James, can you verify that you gave the defense a deadline of today and that corresponds with the 1-year anniversary, a deadline to plea?
I'm not going to comment on that, but I do think that wrapping up this case before the 1-year anniversary and before the remembrance celebrations that the community is going to engage in tomorrow, it was very important to us, it was very important to the community.
Did you hear from any family members that expressed an interest in wanting this resolved in this fashion?
Again, all of the family members that have been engaged with our office over the last several months, 100% of them were in favor of this resolution.
So motive at trial,
we won't comment on that at this time, but we were prepared to present that at trial. Okay, thank you very much.